Hello and good morning, everyone. So, I'm going to be playing some Magic today, as I usually do early in the week. I'm going to be playing some Brawls to make up for the fact that I didn't do any Brawl stuff last week. And I will likely not be able to do anything tomorrow because tomorrow's update day, so it'll shut down at 11 and takes anywhere from half an hour to 3 hours for it to be back up. So, yeah. This is going to be the only time I'm going to do Magic this week, so I'm going to be doing some Brawls. I have 3 decks set up for you guys today. A Joda Grand Unifier, or Joda Unifier Exile deck. I have a Shrines deck with Gushentai of... What's its name? Gushentai of Life's Origin? Yeah. And then I have a really fun, silly deck that I'll explain more about when we get closer to it for the end of the stream. Yeah. I made the announcement on Twitter that this was going to be the plan for today. My Twitter is linked below the stream, and I'll be putting it into chat in a second. But that is where I post all of my announcements about what I'm going live with, when I'm going live, if I'm going live with people or not, as well as like any last minute announcements, cancellations, changes, things like that. I'll end up over on Twitter. So I would definitely recommend go following that if you want those announcements. I'd recommend following the YouTube if you want to support my stuff, want to see my stuff, but maybe can't always hang around for a full stream. Or you can only come hang out on stream some of the days. Go follow me on YouTube. Go subscribe to me on YouTube, technically is the term for it, but because that's where I post everything. So if you want to catch up on stuff, if you want to see what I stream, things like that, all that's over there. If you're on YouTube, first of all, thank you very much. Second, you should hit the like and subscribe button. Those buttons tell me what I should be making more of and shows YouTube that, hey, my stuff might be interesting to some people, so it should be spread to more people. In addition, you should also come hang out live. I stream pretty regularly over on Twitch. My Twitch is in the description of every single YouTube video. For the most part, I do stream every day. The only day I'm really looking at canceling a lot of my streams lately is Tuesday mornings. But that means every evening of the week and every day of the week, but Tuesday during the day and most Sundays. I stream. So come hang out live. Come chat. Yeah. That's all my announcements, so I'm gonna get music going for you guys while I go make my coffee. Hello, I apologize. I am back. I was in the middle of a very important conversation. But now I'm here, so let's play some Magic. I did mention earlier that I have three decks that I'm looking at playing with today. And they are these three. Um, this deck will get explained later. These two are older decks that I've played before. I've just kind of modified them since I last touched them, because it's been a minute. So Gashintai of Life's Origin, this is a Shrine deck. So I put, Sithis was in here originally. Living Lore can come out. There's actually less sagas now. Like significantly less sagas. I'm running 8. Which means I also need another card. But it's 5-color Enchantress, which is always fun. Gaining life would be nice. Cheaper enchantments are nice. Hmm. There's a lot of whenever enchantment hits the graveyard, but I don't necessarily want that because a lot of my enchantments aren't leaving the battlefield. Could get angels, although I don't have the card itself. I should look up by the keyword ability. Constellation ability. Mills 2. Copy of another target creature. Gains flying. Loot. Loot. On 1 till end of turn. One counter on it and draw a card. Draw a card. One counter and flying. I think I will. I think I'll take the Eidolon of Blossoms. Because I think that's my best bet. Craft. Satch. But like Calyx is in here, Nexus Wardens, some nice enchantment synergies, Shark Typhoon, because none of these are creatures. Vast majority of what I cast isn't creature based, so getting flying creatures out of it helps a ton. Of my decks that I'm playing today, this is probably my most fine-tuned. Although mana-wise, it's kinda iffy. I'm going to flip to collected lands. It'll be quicker. Not looking for dual lands. I'm looking for triple lands. Because currently I only have 5. But it's a 5-color deck, so I have 10 of them. So I need all 10, unfortunately. Do I have Command Tower? No. one forest. I take out the mountain is already reduced. The swamp's already reduced. I take out an island. Take out a plains. And then I take out what? All but a forest because I have more forest than anything else. So one more of each basic. For a forest. Now I have 33 lands. That's not enough lands. 4, 35, 36, 37. We'll do 37. Which means I need to cut 4 cards. At the druid class. Cut the Sarah's wings. And I think I cut the Behold the Unspeakable. Oh, I still need to cut another card. I think I get rid of Wolf Willow. Okay. So Mass Effect, I just had to fix my deck again. Yeah, it's 5-color Enchantress, really. Focus on trying to... That's not the deck I'm supposed to be playing. Yeah, it's 5-color Enchantress, focusing on the shrines that are there. It's really fun if I can hit Sanctum of All, because then it's just pulling shrines every turn. But having all of the other Enchantress effects means the deck still functions without needing it to all be just 100% shrines 100% of the time. I'm not thrilled with this color combination in my hand because I never get out of Jund. But let's... apparently I'm only drawing my red lands. I'm only allowed red sources today. This can get the Weaver of Harmony out. Oh. Okay, that's stupid. Stupid technicality on an all. Which also makes me really worried. Why are we doing toxic stuff? You're a Xanathar deck. What is happening? Am I gonna get countered with another null? Or a similar effect? Because I'm playing almost exclusively enchantments. I'm not playing Umori. Because I'm not playing only enchantments. But I'm pretty damn close. And then get smacked with the Blightwing. I need to get something in the air. The only way to get something in the air... Okay, I can do that. Yeah. purchase the free ones for just existing. So they get to look at the top card in my library. Oh, and they can cast stuff from the top of my library as well. I understand. I don't get the Blightwing Whelp, other than the fact that it puts a poison counter timer on me. I thought they were going to take the annul back, and I was going to be kind of upset. Because the amount of times they're going to be able to just do that would be stupid. I feel like taking 5 damage is not on the things I would wish to do at the moment. Oh, hey, look, it's my doubling season. I'm going to do this. And then this. I was hoping for a land. But now I have non-shrines to block with. Because I have the 3/1/1 spirits. Doesn't stop the poison counter, dude, but... Sanctum of Stonefangs will probably make them start squirming. Are you gonna take Goshintai, or are you gonna take my Enchanter? Oop. Oop. Okay. What if I do the doublet? I kind of want the Eidolon of Boss. No, I want the doubling season more. I cannot make up my mind. I'm also very prone to dying to... They stole my island. They're stealing my shrines. Are they gonna give something flying? They're desperately trying to regain life. So now we go... Hidden Cruelty. I can just nuke this. So I nuke that. And basically this will be able to nuke a thing a turn. Because I'm looking at 7 shrines currently. Which means as long as I have more than 6 shrines and a mana, I can always get rid of Xanathar. So, we're doing okay. It's a little rude. Though, what is the point? They just, like, do they... Yeah, they just gain control of it. It's not a gain control until out of turn, it's gain control of it. Shared purpose. Death by 1/1s. Death by 1,000 cuts. Stop giving things free death touch. Or lifelink. And yeah, I have 30 1/1 spirits, so I think I win. They stole my Mirari's Wake. Pretty sure my 41 1/1 spirits win me the game. I was like, I can sit here and start divvying them up, too. I can make sure your creatures die now. Why is this doing the thing where it shows up as a full page? So yeah, shrines. Shrines do the shrine thing. I have different sources of green and white, so I'll be able to get Sithis out. I need the source of green first to get that Shaper's Sanctuary out. Because we are running at the speed of tap land, folks. But the huge amount of color fixing that is a huge help. I am facing another token deck with Jenny Faye Jetmir second. Thankfully, though, they are looking at mostly token replacement effects. So a lot of things that, I mean, because Jenny turns everything into other things. I'll do this and then to play the Fang of Shigeki. Gives me a card and a life, and there's All Will Be One. All Will Be One doesn't work just yet. I don't have any of my shrines that get counters. But I can play Goshintai of Life's Origin now. Hey, look. Remember when I was talking about the shrines that give me counters? 2 seconds ago? Because this plus this is usually GG pretty quickly. I'm at 2 shrines. I'll be 4 shrines, 6 shrines, potentially. Because I can drop Lost Wisdom and Boundless Vigor. Which I think I'll do. I'll go wide with shrines. Ooh, a land. Okay. The flyer. Yeah, that's 6. That's 6 damage with All Will Be One. I can cast it next turn, so it should be pretty close to GG. red mana to play it honestly. Take a 1. 6 damage to Jenny Faye. So that's the trick, is I always need to stay 1 mana more than what I'm doing. That was a sentence and a half. I need to keep 1 mana up at the end of every turn for the Boundless Vigor. Because as long as I can keep activating Gushantaya Boundless Vigor, I'm gonna win. Yeah, this is GG's. Let's see how many more shrines. Oh, that would be too much shrine. Actually, wait, what is, how can I do this? Oh, because I can channel it for 3. Ooh, 1 damage. Oh, the +1/+1 for each shrine control to the Death Toucher. 1 damage to the soldier. Well, it has to go on a shrine. 8 damage to face. No hand. 1, Michiko, 1 damage to dog. Shrine. Land. Nexus Warden. I feel like attacking for 6 in the air makes a lot of sense here. So I believe, yeah. Autopay. No. I wanted to get it off of the Obi-Wan, not having to activate the red shrine. But I wasn't gonna let them get another turn. They could have drawn a board wipe. They could have done a whole lot of stuff to mess me up. And I wasn't dealing with it. I was not dealing with it. Boros. Okay, I love a good spirited companion, chromatic lantern. I need to get the 3rd mana for the chromatic lantern. Draw a card. Please land. Still not a land. There we go. 3 lands. First Sanctum. First Shrine is the Sanctum of Tranquil Light. No blocks. I take 2 to face. The only downside about Calyx is vast majority of my stuff is legendary enchantments. All the shrines are. Weaver of Harmony isn't. The Spellbook Vendor's sorcerer roles aren't. Spirit Companion isn't. The shrine tokens aren't. So I have some options. A Steel Seraph, though. Are they doing? Are these human soldiers? What? What's happening? Oh, so they exile one thing to. I understand. I need shrines. Cleansing Fire sounds fun. Because basically I'm going to start gaining 10 life a turn without having to do anything. Which actually might be much more helpful than I was just giving it credit for. Okay, they like giving Impassioned Order flying. That is what I've learned. Seven to face, gain 10 life. Drop Calyx. Put a 1/1 on the dog. The moment that something gets big, I'm tapping it down with Sanctum of Tranquil Light. Because right now its cost is modified to the white. Why did you give that flag when it can't attack anyway? Land. Shrine. Encounter on the dog. Dog. Now the question is, do I just want to keep buffing things with Weavers of Harmony, or do I want to get more cards with Spirited Companion? Well, that's right. I need the Spellbook Vendor out to start enchanting things to start hitting. He doesn't see other enchantment creatures. He is the only enchantment creature that he sees. It's only enchanted creature. Yeah, because I have to. She just eats it. She eats it for good. And right now, recasting it eats up all my mana. For the dog. Puppy power. I'm starting to think I should have blown up the Steel Seraph. Because that gives something one of a handful of keywords each turn. Take action. Copy that guy. Put him on like vendor. I guess I could have used Calyx to make copies of my tokens. There's no real reason to. Choose a creature I control. Because I have Neva in hand. So I can use Neva to pull Calyx back. I mean, I minimum gain 6 life anyways this turn because I have 3 non-creature shrines. Plus 3 damage from the Hodin of Infinite Rage that can blow up the Steel Seraph. Play that. Drop that. Don't have the mana for that, so I just swing. I think actually their board wipe hurt them more than it did me. They're gonna eat my... Oh, it doesn't have greater power. Oh, that sucks. So now I just do Neva into Alex and just play him. On Neva. More creatures you control attack, they gain indestructible until end of turn. I should get 2 Calyx triggers, but they die anyway. And that's all that matters. I have Naya plus blue. That gives me the flexibility for all of my hand, actually. And only technically needing green from Goshen Life's Origin is really, really nice. Against another Xanathar Guild Kingpin deck. They gonna blow up Sithis? Yep. Oh, I could have cast that. Weaver of Harmony. They have more instant speed removal. Ninjutsu. Orcish Bowmasters. Oh no, I exiled my commander. We'll do this. And that, because Orcish Bowmasters will hurt me if I try to draw. I'm getting really hurt on draws. Why do you hate me? What did I ever do to you? I need more shrines before I start trying to play Ancient War. Ancient Wars. The only good thing is they won't attack me while I have Death Touch. That is the only redeeming thing right now. I have Death Touch and they still have enough to play their commander. Only does 2 right now. It's only to face. If I had Life's Origin out, it would be a bit easier. But in terms of Ancient Wars is only to face. One counter. No, Shared Heights. 1, 2. I'm still at 2. I mean, the only benefit right now is currently I can kill Orcish Bowmasters at instant speed. Like that. Also, the fact that Call of the Ring is essentially just a free extra card per turn. I'm in danger. Raid Bombardment. I'll pay the 2. I can't. And now because they have a Shambling Gas set, I can't attack with the Fang of Shigeki without making it bigger than a 2/2, thus no longer triggering the Raid Bombardment. Ah. And I'm gonna die because they're just gonna draw a bunch of cards here. I need to kill Vito. I still only have 2 shrines, though. You're gonna use Shieldred to block that, right? I should have waited for it to be 1 more power higher. Because I lose 4 life at the beginning of their upkeep. And guaranteed to, doubled, right? To 8. Which means I'm within 3 life of dying, so if they draw any extra card after the first 2, I die. If they attack me with Bloodletter of Aclazotz, I die. I'm pretty sure this is GG. Because the math is mathing. I also can't block Veto now that I look at it. Veto has 1 power. I have 2 minimum on everything. So yeah, I've set myself up for failure on this one. I'll take the L. I've lost no matter what. The only reason I would actually win at that point is either A, if they board wipe for whatever reason, which they'd have no reason to, or B, if they time out, which that's just them quitting because they would have won otherwise. A Kalia deck. Not a great hand. 2 triple lands plus 2 basics. And they scooped. Can't help that. I'm going to try to play one more game with this deck before moving on. Very excited to be back in Ravnica starting tomorrow. That'll be very fun. Having some clue elements. Having face down colorless creatures again. Slimefoot and Squee. So, I need to take Tournament Grounds out of this deck. I didn't realize I put it back in Proving Ground, because that produces the green mana I need. Rogrin, because that produces white. Because this is how I have to go through this. This will produce the white I need. And by this turn, I have all 5 colors in play. Red, black, green, plus white, plus blue, plus blue. They blew up my Jukai Naturalist. Fourth land. Time for shrines. Okay, I'm looking at... There's likely going to be kill spells that they have to sacrifice stuff for, because those are the cheaper ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Warehouse Tabby to turn any enchantments that I have that die into mice. I was going to say, I get 3 mice now. The Massacre Worm sucks. But I at least get 3 mice out of the deal. Free Bombardment. Triple the Mirror Breaker. I'm in a pickle. Because trying to figure out how to block this is a pain. I have to double block. I don't really like doing that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Old Gnawbone alone kills me. Damn. Yeah, no. I mean, realistically, it was the Massacre Worm that killed me. Because that took out way too much life of mine. Because it hit 4 of my creatures, knocking me out 2 per. So that's 8 life on just when it entered. So yeah, token deck's biggest enemy is Massacre Worm. And my Shrines deck does kind of function as a token deck for quite a bit of time. All right. Next deck, Joda. Joda Unifier. Legendary creatures I control get +X+X, where X is the number of legendary creatures I control, which is great. It's definitely helpful. It's saved me in a couple situations, but I really care about his other ability of legendary spell or hand gets Cascade. Gets Legendary Cascade. The amount of times I've gotten Helm of the Host out for free has been 4 times. With the only 5th time I've seen it was in my opening hand. Which, I'm not gonna mulligan away a Helm of the Host in opening hand. In an all Legends deck, it wouldn't make sense. But outside of having just a lot of really good legendary creatures, I'm focusing a lot on the fact that I am casting things from exile. So I have other legendaries that do that. Things that care about me casting multiple spells a turn. Where is he? There he is. Cares about casting things from exile. Allows me to manipulate the top of my deck, which is nice. Buffs. Creates a legendary token, which is nice, especially because that token is flying. Whenever I cast a creature spell, getting an extra token for every creature I cast, getting an extra copy of a legendary, kill spell. Specifically because these kill spells also give treasure. He gives me extra combats if things start dying. Copy of a legendary. Cares about me casting things from exile as well as getting things into exile for me. So he really shines in this kind of building of Joda. Helm of the Host, because it's Helm of the Host. Nasari is who I usually cast this as, again, to exile cards. I usually cast this as Bergie. I keep it on Bergie's side, just for free mana. Treasure. 1 mana, deal a damage treasure and get a card. Or for 3 mana, I deal 1 damage, get a treasure and a card. Treasure. Mana and damage can be cast from anywhere. Vivian allows me to cast things at instant speed. Asika I'm casting as Prismatic Bridge. Though I did cast her as Asika of the God of the Tree once. Just because she does help out with mana as well. Vega cares about things being cast from exile. Springsight allows me to search for a legendary card. Bilbo does treasures. Rocco exiles things and makes things bigger and gives me food, which keeps me alive. The amount of times that I've relied on food to stay alive long enough to do endgame stuff has been ridiculous. Kethis gets things from graveyard. Chromatic Lantern fixes mana. That's what all 3 of these are. These are all 3 of my mana fixers. I don't really have enough. I have 1, 2, 3 Praetors. That can be, I can sack Realmbreaker for. So it's not really worth it to sack Realmbreaker. Mirror of Galadriel allows for top deck manipulation. Pinolar cares about exile, cares about using treasure, cares about things being legendary, treasure, and kill spell, exile things, looting for legendaries, legendaries getting ward. Mox Amber cares about me having legendaries. Ragavan is a cheap legendary. Basically, I never play Ragavan from hand. If Ragavan is in my hand, I shuffle it away. If any of these 4 are in my opening hand, outside of the Strike at Rich, I'll accept the Strike at Rich being an opening hand. But the other 3 especially, I try to avoid having them in my hand. They belong much better in the deck, especially if I end up having to cast, say, a Pia Noir or a Kalain from hand. That way I still have something I can hit. Technically, I can go down even as far as casting Ragavan from hand to hit my Mox Amber, but I would like to avoid that at all costs. The amount of times I've played something like the Balrog and hit Mox Amber, or that has been too many. I hit Ragavan a lot from the Joda triggers. I have a lot of multicolored lands. I have no basic force, though. And that is simply because there are 9 cards total that need them. And 4 of them are mono green. Every other card that has green, the other 5 are all multicolored cards because they're legendaries. So this is a Legendaries Matter deck. It's not quite oops all legendaries because like Goldforge Thoptrix isn't a legendary, but a lot of my stuff still is. Wow, a mirror match? Who would have thought? This is the most common Joda Unifier matchup. Is other Joda Unifiers, and they didn't have a perfect opening hand. That's the beauty of this version of the Joda deck that I built, is it doesn't have a it does have perfect opening hand. Scrap that. But it doesn't require a perfect opening hand, or even really a necessarily good one. I've squirmed out of Toxrills already. I've done quite a bit. The only part that sucks about this deck is getting the 5 mana. I've only been in one situation where I have struggled to get the green mana, though. Most of the games I have played, I've gotten enough mana fixing to be able to get the green. Like, Relic of Legends gets me the green. I'm all set. Yeah, because this is black, red, blue. This is white. This is red. This is any color, so this is my main source of green at the moment. Does it suck I have to use Relic of Legends for green mana? Yes. Take action. I will take 4 damage to face. I play Bergie though, right? Because I can prize fight the young Pyromancer. I just have nothing to do with the 2 mana that I have left over. But this guarantees me my 5 for Joda next turn, without having to hit a land. And look at that, I hit a land anyway. I have 3 mana. I have to tap Joda to do this. I have to tap Joda either way. I don't want to tap Joda. So that's the other thing about Relic of Legends, is I can get extra mana from my creatures right now via the Relic of Legends. Just not always the best idea. 5/5 trample, first strike, lifelink. I have a 7/7. Got any more 1 mana, 1 damage spells? No? Okay. Okay. Nice.
You don't look scared.
2 mana. 4 mana.
Cry. Feel alive.
Yeah. Plus the other floating mana. There we go. I mean, yeah, I can just kind of swing with whatever at the moment. The only thing that can block is their 1/1. The only problem is if Joda takes damage or their Urbrask gets bigger. If either of those things occur, I might be in trouble. I will have you draw 3 cards. You only have 1 mana to do anything with it. Playing a very tricky game of trying to use my mana wisely. A mountain card. Ooh. What color is not really represented? Oh, I don't have access to green on its own. Get a red mana. A Rona. They get 2 red mana.
Yep, I'm basically a professional at saving in Strahd by now.
Hate
Let's go. Oh, this is stupid, because I can tap for white using Rona. And then tap this for white to get flowering of the white tree. I have 3 red mana floating. Plus a Mox Amber. So yeah, that's what my deck does. I just keep spiraling spells. I need to put a Pyroblast, not a Pyroblast, a Grape Shot in here. Because sometimes that deck just keeps going. And especially once I have Prosper out, all those spells, a lot of those spells are being cast from exile, so that's more treasures and more spells. And I mean, I have so much mana, but none of it's the red that the rest of my hand is. This hand is somehow worse. Keep 6. Toss the prize fight. Tap land. red gets me Pianolar. So I have Plains, Island, and Swamp. So that should get most of my dual lands in untapped. The Luminarch Aspirant is gonna be a problem though, because that's just going to keep getting bigger. And now it's a 5/5 hitting me in the air. I will hit back for 2. Okay, so I get a Joda. I think I'm gonna Vile Duplication another Joda. Do we think that's too gross? I think that might be too many free spells. But we'll see. Because this is gonna hurt. Oh, because this doesn't get the effect of Joda. I need to read my cards more. I do have a flyer, though. Yeah, Luminarch Aspirant as the first creature and being able to get Maul of the Skyclaves on it. Yep. That's cool. I'll take that back. Baby Judith dies. Now I scoop because I can't do anything. I mean, one of the downfalls of this deck is it doesn't have a ton of removal. Most of my removal is in the form of the fight spells and the handful of kill spells that I have. Plus being able to just do damage. I usually have... I mean, I don't have a ton of flyers, but... as you saw, Vile Duplication can create a flyer. I think another deck type that this will struggle against is Angels. Asika, who knows what that's going to be. And this will just be a game of who can get ramping first. Both of us need the full Wooburg to cast our commanders how we want them. Ozolith. I'll play a mirror. What if I do this first? I'm worried about a kill spell. Especially if I have Bergie out there with nothing to protect her. Ah. They were going to rely on kill spells. Or they just didn't draw land. I have made quite a few other people quit by playing Vat of Rebirth, which isn't like an insane card to include in any deck that has black. Um, so I guess, yeah, be prepared to have to remove the artifact of Vat of Replication, or Vat of Rebirth, rather. Oh, look, it's a Sika. What if I play a Sika first? What if I beat them to the Asika cast? Because I think that would be funny. I acknowledge I might be the only person who thinks that's funny. I think that would be funny. Up to 4 mana. I play Asika first. But they have a land that can produce 4 colors. Gisela Broken Blade. Oh, I got a free Rona, though. So, like, I think that I'm winning. I do have 2 black sources. Next turn, +1/+0 and gain lifelink. Well, it already has lifelink. Ooh, a 2/2 flyer. It's a shame they can't give Gisela vigilance. Squee. Like, I don't know what their plan is. Because I'm getting a minimum 2 free spells a turn. Yeah, this deck when it gets going is kind of stupid. But if it doesn't get going, and it's fairly easy to tear apart. So if you can do either of those things, just prevent it from getting going and beat me quick enough, or keep Joda off the battlefield. Actually, you need to keep Joda, you need to keep Prosper, you need to keep Asika, you need to keep... There's quite a few things you need to keep off my battlefield. A Galta tends to move... Monocolor decks tend to move fast enough that they are usually one of the bigger threats that my deck can face. I guess Galta is an exception to that, because Galta is 10/10. Granted, it's fairly easy to make Galta bigger, but so is Joda. And in fact, I get more rewarded from Joda than they ever would from Galta. Ooh, I have Prosper and Helm of the Host and Quintorius Khan in my opening hand. I have everything but green mana. But now that I have separate red and black sources, so I'm cruising. Go ahead, counter my 0 CMC spell. Can't believe I had to play Mox Amber from hand.
Stay out of this, but I'll fight if I must. The sky is
I go for the Prosper play. Okay. I control swamps. Meaning I'll get... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play Prosper first. To then play the land so I can get the treasure. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I'm gonna do this
Hold your temper.
right now. Let's see what I get. Why did I not get the... Oh, I didn't cast it from hand. I'm a silly goose.
Your actions are not welcome here.
Your actions are not welcome here. I mean, I guess I kind of helped their situation.
Bow to the howling wind.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I need to play Quintorius Con ASAP. Oh, this is bad. I got one of the worst hits ever. I'm not sure why Quintorius Con made them scoop. Unless they just scooped in response to the Joda trigger being a CMC 5. Because it didn't look like they actually saw the squee. Though realistically, what is a squee gonna do against a deck full of flyers? It might have been in response to the Quintorius Con, because it gains life. This hand's kind of crappy. I'm not saying that because I have no triple lands. Everything in my hand is CMC 5. And that's kind of crappy. Because I need stuff to get on the board before Joda does, unfortunately. Because I just don't have the support to just run out Joda and be good. I'll turn one Reliquary Tower then. Be like, haha, you can't get me. I love when people play things with flash during their main phases. Please don't counter my relic. Thank you. Please let me ramp in peace. It's bad enough I have a colorless land on the battlefield. But this gives me 5. I can produce 2 white. A god. That is now a 1/1 fish. Nope, 1/1 skeleton. I lie. With no other abilities. Now, I can play Joda, because I can just tap it. It doesn't lose the legendary stats. It just becomes a 1/1 black skeleton. I am so very upset. I better not be playing against a Tasha deck that's just oops all counters. The amount of Tasha decks that are just oops all counters. Oh, hell no.
Especially when they help you win.
Absolutely not. Shieldred, Kalain, and Ragavan? No. Nope. Unfortunately, that is not something I can redeem. There's a lot of other things that Tasha could have hit that I would have been like, okay, I can live with that. Not the Shieldred. Not the Shieldred and not the Ragavan. Even the Kalain. I could live with my Kalain being stolen. The combination of all three of them was too much. This allows me to play Thopteryx next turn. Because I can play Sunpetal Grove to play the Thopteryx. Also, hi, yes, welcome to HellQ. I should have prefaced that that's how I was going to be streaming today. Is just streaming from HellQ. Ah, yes. My 0 CMC spell that adds 0 mana to my mana pool at the moment. Perfect. Though they're using the Jurassic Park full art lands. A roaming throne. Oh, are you retriggering what's his face's ability a bunch? Guys, my Mox Amber's online. That does actually give me my 5 mana for Joda, though. Red, black, blue, green, white. Just for clarity of how it works. I mean, I can really cast Joda now. I'm just gonna keep smacking you with the 1/3 with lifelink. Now that I have a 6/6 first strike, I'm pretty set. Ah! No! But what if I get an extra Joda? Actually, I'm gonna get a copy of Urbrask. Because I won't be able to trigger the Joda this turn. Now, I'd rather trigger the Joda off of 5 than off of 3 if I need to. I think this is GG. I'm pretty sure 3 Hullbreaker Horrors is GG. Because now this doesn't trigger on anything. I have to cast Joda first, which leaves me 2 mana. Yeah, this is GG. See, that's irritating. Because I'll basically only be able to play lands for the rest of the game. Because they won't willingly return my Saga, so they'll have to at some point, but damn. Yeah, that was rough. And I mean, that is 100% why I'm not running Roaming Throne in this deck, because this is actually a perfect deck for Roaming Throne. The sheer amount of legendary humans that are within this deck is ridiculous. I mean, I only have 2 mana, but if I hit a third, I can play Rocco, and I have the way to hit the third in my hand. Because if I can get Rocco going, I'm at least growing things. Oh, you know what I should do? Is I should put Roaming Throne here. I should put the Maskwood Nexus back in, and I should also put Evelyn back in. Because I used to have Evelyn in here. She's the vampire that whenever her or another vampire ETBs, I exile the top card of each player's library. And once a turn, I can cast one of the cards exiled with her. Because they get exiled with a counter, and all she cares about is casting cards that are exiled with the counters that she puts on things. So, could do it. Oh, yes. Hit their Zagreus, which they won't be able to cast. And I hit my own land. I wish I had one more land before going into this turn, but gonna do that. Grow him. Thopteryx. Give protection. Another cool thing that I'm about to do is I'm just gonna gain life off their Toski. Provided they don't give him Death Touch, I can just block the Gold Forge Thopteryx. I assume they have a way to give him Death Touch. Oh no, we're gonna play a kick to Skyclave Relic. Can I won't have enough mana to do both. So 1 damage, 2 face. Yeah, treasure and draw a card. And then I play Vivian.
Would you like to see what's left of Scum?
Gain vigilance and reach.
Tear it all down.
Quintorius. I'm really sad I can't play Prosper yet. Gonna make the Goldspan Dragon 6. Much as I don't want to lose Vivian, there's not much I can do. Oh, I should have done the minus on Quintorius. I messed up. Messed it up. See, that's a problem. Do this. I need Quintorius Khan. I literally need to get like one trigger off of him to be okay. Okay, let's see. Prosper first. I have 4 mana. I will discover 4. Hit a Helm of the Host for free. Play Joda. Exile 2 cards. And we are cooking. I have 41 life, so I have enough to kind of take the damage and soak some of it in. I mean, I have a ton of food still as well.
Won't lose more. That can't help you now.
That's fair. I respect it.
Be swift. We haven't much time. I see endless rot and rebirth.
Inferno, the star mounts. The Toski is at this point just annoying. Functionally, Toski is no longer a threat. Our creature's power until end of turn. What is doubling? That's becoming a 10-10 or a 10-5. Gonna block the Toski and soak the rest. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna change the damage? Yeah. We chose all 3 modes. That's fair. Because I'm about to eat a lot of their life away, and it's going to be real fast. Ooh. I see you. Let's do this. Follow it up with this. And an Asika. 2, 3, 4 mana still.
Don't think a fancy dress means I didn't come here to fight. Woohoo! Watch me heat up the dance floor.
I have 4 treasures and 2 mana. I'm gonna blow up this guy. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I have an instant speed prize fight. That's very good. I mean, the prize fight should go at the Ranklin Torbrin, right? Before that can get bigger, because that's a flyer. That's gonna get... Dude, they have so much mana.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
I'll risk it. Try to make him a little tougher. Well, they didn't bother. Okay. Probably because it makes Prosper weaker. Toski and the goblins have to attack. What are we doubling? Nope. I should block him. Yeah, I guess they just went wide enough. Also, the other guys had trample, and I forgot about that. Because I blocked the biggest one with my really, really weak Prosper. That and the fact that Rankle upped the damage on everything after first strike. I will not win this game. I will play out this game because they could blunder it, but I do not think I am winning this game in the slightest. Oh, and my opponent goes first? That's cool. Yeah, once Turgrid's out, I'm done. Because it's mono black discard. And Turgrid allows them to just sit there and cast all the stuff I discard. So when I go to try to, you know, play all my stuff, they're going to go, okay, but you need to discard a card. And if I do that to the best cards, they suddenly have access to playing all of my best cards. It makes Turgid a catch-22 situation where you're always losing. Because logic says, oh, well, if that's the... oh, well, if that's the case, then just discard all your cheap stuff. Well, then Turgrid's playing cheap stuff. You're never playing your cheap stuff, and you can see how that's a problem. But also, pitching all your combo pieces to the discard effects means, hey, Turgrid can now do your combos. Unsurprisingly, I will not be allowed to play the game. Because that's truly what a Turgid deck shines at. You wanted to play Magic? No, you just get to look at the art. You just get to look at your cards. No playing them. Yeah, make me sack it, make me do all the things all over and over. I can't even return them to their hand. Because if I return them to their hand, they get their ETB, or in this case, the adventure again. And I don't want that. However, that can absolutely go back to your hand. Bye, Turkey. Joda. Please let me keep my Joda. Though it's very likely with all the removal that they're having to spend every single turn. Either one, they're playing an oops all removal deck, which I would not be surprised. It is Turkey. It's very easy to run that. But I mean, if they see one trigger go off. That's the problem, is any one Joda trigger, if it goes off the right way, they lose on the spot.
New tortures are needed.
Grim Bounty. I just now also have the 9 mana. Yeah, I was gonna say, by the time I can play my commander again, not gonna have any life left. It's fun being in Hell Q. I definitely recommend to everyone who plays Magic to get in Hell Q. Make a deck that's so horrible that you know that you belong here. And join me. A coma deck? Fuck. I can play early Rona into an early Bergie. They might just ramp straight into coma, though. Because them getting to coma is not the hardest thing in the world. Monkey's gone. Monkey and 2-land. Like, that hurts. Oh my god. How the hell? Oh, did they didn't kick it, right? Oh. Guess I play Rona. I'm in trouble. Cultivate guarantees 2 lands are hitting the battlefield this turn, so that's another 6 cards I'm losing. Another 2 lands. They're hitting 2 lands per... Okay, for the first time they hit all spells. Tybalt's not great to see. The prize fight's not great to see. The prize fight would have solved my dilemma. We'll draw a card. Hey, to discard a card. Means I can... Bergie. I will... loot again. I think I'm in danger. Actually, I know I'm in danger because I've been being milled since turn 2. Trying to look at how to get rid of Bergie. Really not. I'm really not thrilled about facing a coma deck. Okay, there is a way that my deck sees it. I'm gonna get countered right here. But I need to start trying to play Joda. Oh. I wasn't expecting that to work. You gonna flash in something that returns things to hand? Ooh, that hurts. Cut my damage in half. Though I get it. Bergie would be up there for who I would hit as well. Because I'm about to start getting extra free mana off of her. I flipped through my whole deck. Hmm. Mirror of Galadriel. What if I make a copy of Joda? Now there are 2 Jodas. And I like the Kethis in my hand. And I win. Barely, but I win. And it was straight up copying the Joda, because although the copy of Joda wasn't legendary, it restacked that +X+X, giving everything just a big enough boost. Okay. This deck. This deck is my last deck for today. This deck is also a vehicle deck. Specifically, a deck full of boats. That's because of the Omen Keel. So, the Omen Keel reads, whenever a vehicle I control deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles that many cards from the top of their library, and I may play lands from among those cards for as long as they remain exiled. So my goal is to steal other people's lands and eat their entire deck. And I do that by having a bunch of little tokens that then go into crewing all these big boats that are ridiculous. So like the Weatherlight. The Weatherlight, when it deals combat damage, I look at top 5. I get to reveal a historic card from the top 5 cards of my library and get to put it into hand. When an ETBs deals 3 damage and will hit for 6. And like the 4 here and the 6 here, those are also the amount of cards that they're losing permanently. And then of course, Mindbreaker. He may not be a vehicle, but he mills. Malcolm to get some free stuff out. Mobilizer Mech to get the copies of things. Some good removal and counters. It's not all counters, but you need a lot of counters when you're only running vehicles and a handful of tokens. The actual success rate of this deck is very, very low. But it's fun. It's fun in a very stupid way, and it still gets me landed squarely in a version of HalQ. Blinkmoth Nexus. Now it's gonna ask me every time we try to change a phase if I want to animate my Blinkmoth Nexus with itself. Which I don't. Gonna play the Schooner. I'm hoping I draw an island. if I don't draw an island, I have to unfortunately blow these up, which isn't great because right now I only have one. So yeah. Artifact or pirate from among them. Or I can try use the bank buster. I mean, this gives me 3 blue mana. Just sucks I had to sack my lands for it. But the moment a boat hits... once I have... draw a card. Put 1 mana, haha! There we go. Grab the Weatherlight. Smack you with that. I would like that, actually, because if I can get it to hit, it flips into a land. So that's the only real downside to this deck. It's very easy to end up in a situation where you're like, well, I'm still hurting on lands in every which way. But sometimes, there's just nothing that can be done about it. Like having a 4/5 across the board from me. I can't really do much about it. Oh, we're doing some fighting. Okay, what if I do this? I need to get the bank buster rolling. Transport theorist. Transplant theorist. Draw a card to discard a card. And then a Chaos Wand. Millennium Calendar. Decline. The other way that this deck functions is Surprise Cruise. I'm in a situation. I have found myself in a predicament. Definitely should have tried to tap more things just then. Decline. That needs 4 mana to activate. That's lame. Takes 4 to crew that. Oh, that was visionary. Okay, so what do I need to do here? I need to go Bank Buster. And to go Omen Keel. And then from the Bank Buster, I need to turn the Conqueror's Galleon. 10 time counters. Okay. I think I fixed my situation. They have nothing to proliferate, and that's huge. Okay. How do I want to do this? I need to tap to get that up. Tap to get that up. Tap this. Oop, nope. Tap this to get this up. And I can't tap anything to get that up. 6, 5 blocks the 3, 3, the 3, 4, or no, 6, 5 blocks the 4, 5, and the 3, 4 blocks that. 6, 15, 19, 20, 21, 22. How did I... "23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Yep. Nope. That's... I missed other creatures that were also attacking. So yeah, that's the problem with my deck, is it's very easy to overrun it. Even decks that normally don't overrun, like that was a bad exam to get put against as far as how quickly it is to overrun me, because that was all tokens. It was just straight Selesnya tokens. I'm in love with getting Blink Moth in my opening hand. Huh. That's fun. What's his spellbook look like? Dominating vampire, vampires, werewolves, spirits, zombies. Okay. The Omen Kill. Mainly because it's a 3-3, and 3-3 beats 1-1. Okay, that's just the whenever something else with Death Touch. Are you reading my commander now? Because I played the other side. Absolutely what's happening. Scrap Trawler. No lands. Vampire's Vengeance, Dragon's Fire, Kami's Flare. Glad to see the removal going. Activate ability, triggered ability, legendary spell. Abilities are a legendary. Hey, I still got a land. The 2-5, however, That one's a bit of a problem. But this means I can actually, like, try to do things. I don't think Tail's End will really work to stop Johan's second ability. I'll let you equip. It's annoying that he has hexproof now, but it is what it is. It's not like Ward that is a triggered ability that I could counter. Because that's also something that's really fun and a lot of people forget about, is Ward is a triggered ability. What if I say no? Hey, still got a land. Through 2. Okay. No lands again. Hit Cold Steel Heart, Dowsing Dagger, Volcanic Spite. Volcanic Spite's really good for me to hit, though, because that's a destroy target artifact card. And, that's what most of my deck is. It's a lot of vehicles. Two damage. That's fine.
Stopping Phyrexia is all that matters. Here comes the avalanche.
I mean, I could do the really stupid thing where I animate Blink Moth Nexus to tap the Omen Keel to fight with the Dusk Legion Dreadnought. But I think I want to do it this way. Or I want Karn gone. Or Koth, rather. That's not Karn, that's Koth. Wish I could get a little bit more damage. I mean, Mindlink Mech is going to be helpful. Because it allows me to fly.
Mirrodin is our land.
The fact that it's a +2 to just search for a mountain is ridiculous. How do I do this? Do it this way. That way I have mana up to be able to animate things.
I'll shake the earth itself.
I could Tails End the ability. I think if I'm going to do it, it's going to have to be on the damage one. Or the emblem. Because they might be trying to go for the emblem. It's very sad. Very sad that I have to get rid of my Meldweb Strider. Oh. I might just take 2 to the face just because. Like that. However, this can actually survive it. Yeah, because where things aren't staying as my creature, they don't have the need to hit their -3 on Koth. Which is unfortunate for me, because that means they're going to prioritize trying to hit their -7. That needs a crew 4, though, but this is a crew 1. Did I do it too late? I did. Okay. Not my favorite thing to see. I wish I had the Millennium Calendar out right about now. Because I could tap the Conqueror's Galleon to get the Omen Keel animated. And that'd be a lot of things to untap. Equipment or vehicle? Let this go off, damn it. Get the free land, though. That's cool. Unfortunately, I don't have blue mana.
We will retake this land from Phyrexia.
Oh, thank goodness, they're not going to do it yet. Obliterating Bolt to my only creature? Wow. Yep, they're just going to secure and bounce Ominous Traveler to get extra spells. Unfortunately, I'm kind of pinned. Hitting only colorless mana kind of sucked. I mean, it's Johan, so is it? Is it spell slinging? Okay. Blow up the Traveler. Because I played the land from hand. Yeah, now I'm going to counter that. Though I needed the... Oh, I didn't even have the mana up. I have no way to animate my stuff. That's by far the biggest weakness of this deck. I don't have enough things to keep creatures on my battlefield. What time is it? 12:30. Okay. Yeah, because I only have 3 decks prepped. I could go back and fix either this deck or another deck and spend time working on it. But I don't necessarily want to say I want to give this deck a fair run. But I swear if I'm against another deck that's about going wide as fast as possible, I'm gonna start looking at putting spells like River's Rebuke and what's the Overload card? Psych Rift. There we go. Couldn't remember the name of it. I know I have Wash Away in this deck, but that's because it's a 1-mana counter a commander. So why the hell not? Navigator's Ruin is fun because I do a lot of attacking. Bank Buster is actually only in here, less so because it is a vehicle that I own, and more so because it creates a pilot. And a 1/1 pilot can crew 3. A Nimraiser Paladin. When ETBs return to a creature with mana value 3 or less from... Ooh. I wonder if I should be running Nimraiser Paladin in my Golgari deck. I could probably put more toxic stuff in there too. Wash Away. And a Jin-Gitaxias. Against Watley, probably going Dinos. Oh, they even have Watley's Dino. Yeah, I'll play the Omen Kill now. I won't have anything to be able to, do anything with it for a bit, but... At least for now. I'll let you get the lands. I'll let you ramp. I probably shouldn't be, but I'm going to. Because if I'm going to use Wash Away, it's going to be... Oh, it might have to be on a Patlaza. Yeah, I'm gonna counter-target a spell that wasn't cast from its owner's hand. And then I have a Tail's End to also counter Huatli again. Yeah. Just end turn. Totally not suspiciously leaving 5 mana up. It's because I want to search with Confounding Riddle at some point. Like, especially if they're not going to do anything. Yeah, I'll just look at the cards now. I probably should have done Siren Reaver. Oh no, it only would have cost 3 at the cheapest. This keeps Tail's End ready, as well as giving something to tap for the Omen Keel. As well as just giving me an extra mana, which means I can cast up to a 4 CMC spell and keep mana open for Tail's End. Which is always helpful. Ooh, I need to get this one out so I can start flickering my Sailor of Means. I wish I could have countered that. Nykthos trying to Nyx. Golden Argosy. Whenever it attacks. So that's the operative word there. It needs to attack. Nada. Ooh, I got Stampede Tyrant out. That's pretty nice. They have a lot of mana. I just don't want them to be able to tap their stuff. Jinkataxis. Crew the Altasaur. Don't crew. Or don't crew Argosy. Don't crew Omen Keel. Because that way I can keep getting pressure. Also being able to just flicker this once it's... Yeah, I can't counter that again. I did it once. But they can't play non-creatures. Or artifact, instants, or sorceries. So, them getting enchantments. Oh, look. And she flips. Yeah, I need to kill them before that last ability goes off. Choose a legendary permanent that you wish to keep. Yeah, that only triggers once a turn, so I should have paid attention to that. Or correction, I should have paid attention to how much mana I actually have. Is the more appropriate version of that. You. I will play a time stream navigator. It will take quite a few dinos to actually kill this ship. In turn, target creature control becomes a blue artifact in addition to its other colors and types. Activate only as sorcerer. Target creature. Nyx Bloom, Ancient. I wish I had a way to copy Time Stream Navigator. My goodness. Chaos Wand. I get 2 of them. Let's see what you give me. Okay. Rip. And I will shock face. And then I would like an extra turn. And I'm forced to draw a discard. Oh, it was the mech hanger? Next to combat. No attacks. End turn. I get 2 of these. See what else I can hit. I have a whole extra turn. Spent all but 1 of that damage, so that's 2 damage. If it dies this turn, it's exiled. Not ideal. Aw, that one makes a token. I have no way to buff this. So I will lose Jinkataxis. I'm very confused how it decides to stop damage sometimes. Oh, I see. Their creature is double strike. Mine only had first strike. Also, how come 3 damage did 2 to that? Blind Obedience kills me. I mean, not that I'm not dead already, but... because I can't get enough things to untap at the same time. No blocks. 18, unless they're about to buff their dinosaurs, which they are. And Blind Obedience has an Extort on it. That's cool. Yeah, sounds about right. I feel like I need to do more with the wands. Maybe on that second turn that I had them, I should have activated them before casting anything, knowing that Jinkataxis would hit something and copy it. But I don't have that much foresight. Not nearly enough of the time. Good hand. Is it just because I have an experimental pilot in hand? Yes. Do not try to negate nothing. Pass the pilot. Am I looking at mono red sack deck? I mean, I have a ward 2, which is nice. So I have that going for me. A Soul Stealer Axe. Yep, it has the pilot ability. This actually allows me to cast the Siren Reaver. Realistically, I'm only hitting mountains, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I have a pirate. Pirates and pilots. Held up Keeper of the Flame. Oh, it's a mono red equipment deck. I understand. I know how to read my opponent's cards. They're gonna get the axe on it. But if the axe doesn't increase toughness, which it doesn't... Oh my goodness. Yeah, that sucks. Still take 3. What if I do this? Blue to this. An artifact, so it alone can do that. Then discard that. Discard the dreadnought. Look at that. Does it result in very grindy games? Yeah. But I think that's better than the game just kind of ending suddenly and everyone's like, okay. Also, huge that that becomes a land. Under your control, meaning I can hit this and do that. No, Unctus plus the experimental pilot is huge in that it gives me up to 4 crew on a single creature. Oy vey. Okie dokie. I block 1 and I take several to face. Actually, I'm going to tap this. Because it untaps more things. I'm thinking. We could just crew this and go. I could just swing over their head and go. I think I'm just going to swing over their head and go. Discard a card. Draw a card. Play a land. End turn. That. There, cancel. Resolve. That is what I counter. And I will straight up tap both of these just to crew this. And now I crew this with this. Discard a card. 19. Draw a card. I don't have a way to counter his ability again, though. Gets 5. Pass 2 attackers. Okie doke. So, now I need to do this with this. And then I tap that to do that. I still think I'm taking too much damage. Crib skiff. Pass to blockers. That blocks that. That blocks that. This blocks this. 3, 6, 9 still. Just barely. No, I mean, that's not the first Valdo deck I've played today. I think I actually played one earlier on stream anyway. But, yeah. A very interesting deck. It can get very out of control very quickly because mono red equipment isn't that hard to achieve. And you can do so with fairly cheap cards. Like, nothing has to be super expensive. CMC-wise, anyway. Ow. This card's fun. Raiders Carve. Gives me extra lands. A replicating ring. Okay, but my artifacts are now cheaper. It's the best way to do things. Okay. 4 mana. Do 2, 2. I can do 2 and 2. I wish I had... What do I do against a 4/4 indestructible? That also has Death Touch. It doesn't have Vigilance, though, so I will take the small blessing that is and try to use the hell out of it. The map Bazaar Bars would have been great. I mean, I have 2 ability counters, which is very exciting. I didn't realize I had this many ability-based counters. I will absolutely counter the planar disruption. And here we have the inherent problem of my deck in that I don't have any creatures. So I lose 2 cards. And I get, aha, a pilot. And a land. But the pilot means that I don't lose yet. What if I do this? Oh no. Let's see. I can counter a spell. I mean, they have enough mana for it. Yeah, because that's the 4. Alrighty. Well, it is just about 1 o'clock, so I should get going. Thank y'all for watching. It's been fun. I'm glad I got to show you my stupid deck in addition to the 2 decks I redid. yeah, check out the Twitter for the announcements on what I'm streaming next, when I'm streaming next, all that fun stuff. Also, check out the YouTube channel to make sure you don't miss anything by watching all the VODs. And if you are on YouTube, come hang out live. And also hit the like and subscribe button, because all those things help a ton. But that is it for me for now. I will see you guys later on tonight. I hope you all have a good day. Bye-bye.